êtes sur Deters. Est-ce qu'on peut vivre de sa passion? Moi, ce que je veux donner, c'est de la détermination, mais aussi rappeler que l'entraide, c'est fondamental. On doit faire 2 fois plus d'efforts que les autres, au final. C'est une force, c'est ça que je trouve magnifique. 2 fois plus déterminé. C'est ce qu'on veut, c'est la motivation. On est venu parler motivation, donc si dès le samedi matin, t'es Deters, enfin, il y a plein d'opportunités à chaque coin de rue. Il y a plein de gens qui ont la même passion que vous.
C'est un truc qui nous a sauvés.
On peut atteindre ce monde-là, de rester branché et partager. Parce que si on reste déter, il y aura plein de choses qui vont se passer et on va grandir tous ensemble.
Pour nous, c'est une passion, frère.
Yo, c'est Guise et vous êtes sur Deters. Aujourd'hui, c'est un épisode un peu spécial puisque c'est notre premier épisode international et puisqu'on accueille Janice.
Bonsoir.
Janice qui parle français un petit peu,
Invité.
mais qui vient du Brésil, donc l'interview va se faire en anglais. Je vous préviens, j'ai un accent anglais qui n'est pas terrible, vous ne jugerez pas, on est Deters, on fait du mieux qu'on peut. So, Janice, you are an artist, you made hair sculpture and most of your art are about hair, just.
Yeah.
So, for beginning the interview, can you tell me how you start working with hair as a medium of art?
Okay, of course. I'm actually daughter of people who really love art, and my grandfather was a painting, so I grew up in an environment of people trying to push me up to be an artist, and I was hiring for an identity, and in a moment I just realized my own hair could be an art piece, and that has been around 8 years ago when I really started to see my hair first as an art piece, and then I used my own head to do sculptures, and I saw how beautiful it is. And when I find the opportunity, and after seeing many people enjoying, I decided to take this out of my head and do like art pieces, you know.
Okay,
That's it.
so it came first with your hair
Yeah.
that you cut and made a piece of art with it?
No, but like this, because today I sometimes do this. I cut my hair and I save
Okay.
my hair and I'm using on my art piece. But no,
Okay.
I use it to do hair style,
Okay.
you know. But like instead of just braid to the back, I use it to do hearts and stars and the stuff, or type name, my own name. And that's actually a Brazilian culture a lot. The barbers also
Okay.
love to do that on hair. So that was my reference.
Okay.
That's
And
all.
you worked on the shop on the
Yeah.
hair cutter?
I worked for a while in a
Okay.
beauty salons.
And was it before than you? What came first? Which
Yeah.
come first?
What
The
came
sculpture
first?
or the work as a
Yeah.
hair cutter?
The work as a
Okay, so it
hairstylist
inspires you?
yeah,
Okay.
because I work at every day
Okay.
in beauty salons before. My mom, she's a hairstylist and manicurist.
Okay.
Actually, she wasn't a hairstylist, but she's more manicurist. But she loves hair. But she feels old, you know, the stuff. So I am old to do hair. You should do hair. And she teach me some tricks. And I went to work in beauty salons. And every day there, knowing people and meeting so much histories, that inspired me a lot.
Okay. So your goal is to make histories through hair?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I feel.
And how do you feel that? How do you create with hair and tell a story? What story do you tell?
Okay, that's a tough question. Okay, I like to tell the history of my ancestors and how we used many technologies to survive during the colonization process, because we have many tales and histories from Black people in Brazil. Like my ancestors, not me, but my people use it to hide seeds of food inside of the braids, and there is a history told in the whole Latin America, the whole South America. People say that. So
Okay.
this is one of the histories I like to tell. Sometimes I mix seeds with my sculptures, and yeah, I like also the history when they use the hair as a maps, to show where they can go after run.
Okay,
So
like in Prison Break.
maybe.
No, I'm joking. But okay. So you already made some piece which represent maps of some places, for example,
um,
with air.
I actually haven't made from my own self,
Okay.
but I work with many talent artists around the world, and I invited a braid stylist from Brazil who work every day in beauty salon, and don't think her own art as a art, her
Mm.
own work as art,
Okay.
So I invited this person to work with me. Actually, is he? I am saying right. Much language on side of my brain. And I invited this person, and this guy made this map, and it's such a beautiful sculpture, and I use it on my movie.
Okay. And it's a very uncommon way of making art. It's the first time that I met someone who's making art with air. And what was interested in what you're saying is that there are many hairstylists, but they not consider themselves as artists.
Yeah, true.
What is the difference between them and you,
Mm.
finally?
There's actually no difference,
Okay.
because we are black people using hair to make money, and there's the truth behind of the cosmetic and the hair industry for
Mhm.
black people, because we do much money. Is the first way somebody with my skin color or darker than me think, like if I don't have money, I'm gonna work as a hairstylist, as a barber, because we
Okay.
know how powerful it is. So there is no difference. The only difference is the way I am.
Mhm.
Now I'm like more on the art market, on the AD market, than on beauty salon. I guess there is the biggest difference, but the feelings behind, is the
Mhm.
same.
Okay. So in Brazil, there is really a culture of hair.
Yeah, a really culture of hair.
Okay.
People really care for it,
Okay.
really care for their image. So it's something really connected to the
Okay.
Brazilian culture.
And so you lived in Rio, and
Yeah.
now you're in France, and you were in Berlin. Um, is it important to you to be an international artist,
Yeah,
and why?
for sure it is, because at least I'm talking about diaspora. I'm talking about people moving, So I need to move to prove that my research is real.
Okay.
Like, I can remember the first time I have been in Africa,
Mhm.
and somebody told me history I heard in Brazil.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my gosh, it's not a lie. It's not just a tale. I use it to say it's a tale because as science don't search the stuff, as the history don't mind for the black history, we don't have a proof. It's just history. But for me, the history is the most strong thing people handle. More than any proof.
Okay. So in France, there is always a huge debate. You know debate?
Maybe.
Arguments,
Uh-huh.
about distinction between a person and his art. And what is interesting with you is that your art is committed, and your person, you apply yourself what you do in art, like your art is about traveling, you travel too.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I like to be real.
Okay.
I think this discussion about what is art has anywhere, in Brazil it's like this.
Yes.
It
About
is.
person and distinction.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course, all the time.
It's an endless discussion.
Yeah, It's not new, you
Mm.
know. It's the art market.
Mhm.
But I actually do art because it's the only thing I know how to do to make some money. So
Okay.
that's why it match with me
Mhm.
because it's sincerely, I guess.
Okay. And you touch an extremely interesting point because I wanted to ask you why,
Yeah.
why art is the only option for you.
Yeah, because of that, I'm actually a super anxious person,
Okay.
and I try to work in common places like beauty salons.
Mhm.
I try to work as a seller. I try to work in man places. I try to work in agents, but I haven't matched because of my personality.
Okay.
Um, I don't know if I have a really bad personality. Maybe there is just a preconception, okay? But that attacked me in a moment. So I decided to, instead of push myself, I used that as a strong to me
Okay.
and send it to my art pieces, you know.
Okay.
So that's why I do art. It's the result of my feelings and of
Mhm.
my wishes, and it's my point of view, I guess, is how I see word and how I want people seeing the word. You know, I don't want people thinking like me, but just like, oh, that she's right. This is
Mhm.
good. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, oh, I understand what they are saying,
Mhm.
like this.
But what was the breaking point where you tell yourself, okay, I cannot do cut hair or beauty salon anymore. I have to make some pieces of art. What was that tiny moment where all goes down?
Yeah. I actually don't remember. Sometimes I'm wondering about to go back to Brazil.
Okay.
um, but I know how it started because I used to live in favela, and I work every day. I work so much. It's really
Mhm.
exhaustive work doing hair. There's something people don't talk, but it's really hard. The hairstyles, they are always tired. They have shoulder problems. They have problems on their legs because we stand
Mhm.
on the
All the
salon
day long.
all the day, and our body need to perform.
Mhm.
So it's too much, you know. And I was getting tired. I was looking for a possibility to work less, you know.
Okay.
And somebody invited me to work in a fashion shooting, photo shooting of a
Yes.
fashion brand. And the first time I have been on set, the people liked my work and they said I was more than a hairstylist. That was what really motivated myself. These people say, "Wow, that's so beautiful. We use it to invite people to do braids, but you are not just a braids." And after 2 years, I was working with these guys more and more, having more opportunity, giving my views. I realized that I had much more to include, so I decided to change my way a bit.
Okay. And at the beginning, when you decided to make art, how how did you live? Like money, simply, because um I'm pretty sure that if you're not famous, people don't obviously have intention to your art. How did you outmatch that? Maybe it's not the good
That
word, but
no, I
you.
got you. He's asking me how I do to do money from my own art because when you are not famous,
Yeah.
it's hard. That's true, actually. The fame it matters a lot. But there are also so many nice people who loves art and is not on the art market, is not a
Okay.
curator, you know, is just like the daddy of somebody who wanna have a painting on his wall because he has the wall empty like this. And there are many fairs where you can go and display your artwork, and that's what I did on the beginner. I used it to be in any place, anywhere, like let's do an exhibition, let's do a performance. I was going and doing.
Mhm.
And as I do hair, some people buy my art and do the hair with me.
Okay.
That's why I can't say I don't work as a hairstylist anymore, because I still doing that. You know, some people who wanna come to exhibition I'm gonna do here in Paris, it's my clients.
Okay.
So
Okay. So for people in France, juste j'allais parler français. I was going to speak French. Sorry. For people in France, you just told me that there are many places in Rio in which you can expose your works. Is the cultural world is important in Rio? For an artist, it is easy to make
it's not
money
actually
with
easy.
art.
It's not actually easy.
Okay.
It's pretty hard.
Okay.
But there are people who are trying to create a new world. That's what I feel, you know.
Okay.
Creating community and thoughts and visions and environments nice. So there are these places, but it's not a place who somebody invested to have, you know. It's something created from us,
Okay.
by
By
us.
us. Okay.
you know.
Okay. So if I resume, you have to make your own opportunities to get what you want.
True.
Okay.
Fact to fact. And I also
And-
do some NFTs to
Okay.
make money
Okay.
today.
I was going to speak about that later.
Really? Okay.
But just to finish on the cultural market,
Yeah.
and now, did you get the point of the market art of the art market?
Not really.
Not-
It's still hard.
Not enough.
It's too hard. That's what
Okay.
I'm saying. It's not so simple,
Okay.
you know. But I think you need to give all you have, but not your soul, but your art.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes people do a confusion
Mm-hmm.
about that, you know. Like if you have a beauty paint inside of your room, why you do not display that? Why you do not, I don't know, just go outside with your paint and do a performance in front of your paint and do a beautiful video, and maybe you can have an amazing video performance. You know what I'm saying? Like, give your all, but
Okay.
not your soul.
Okay, so it's important for you to stay in your values and in your guidelines a bit.
For sure.
Okay,
That's
And,
what I trust.
how did you fight temptations? You know, maybe a big deal, but which not represent what you
Yeah.
want to give. How did you stay in focus? Okay, I made art, but I'm not with art business. You know,
Yeah.
what's the line between them?
Yeah. I think the line between just the time can explain for each person, because it's so much personal.
No, but for you.
Yeah, I
Obviously.
know. That's what I'm gonna say now. It's a bit of modest. But for me, I use it, of course, I don't accept it to be with people who don't think at least like me. I don't want to control the opinions of people. But of course, I cannot made a deal with a racist place. That don't make any sense. Doesn't matter if they have money, because for me there is a dirty money. It's not the money I wanna, because there is something really important we need to know, and that is money is not everything when you are on the market of art or fashion, or AD at the end. Money is just the result, if you sit with somebody so problematic, you're gonna have a problematic money with problematic laws and agreements, and like, please, can you do this hair sculpture in somebody white with blue eyes? You know what I'm saying? The bad money
Okay.
come with bad ideas.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So I need to say before, no, please. I can't
Okay.
take a risk. That's a risk.
Okay,
That's my.
I understand. But you spoke to me about NFTs,
Yeah.
and I know that you are selling NFTs and using a lot of new technologies like IA for creating your art. How do you see the link between art and technologies?
Mm. Okay.
Maybe it's a bit blurred, no?
No, I got you. I understand what you
Okay.
said. I'm just wondering what can I answer because that was tough. Because actually,
We are on Deters.
the technology is not to the art, but art is to the technology. What you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
technology
a
is
good.
technology, but art
You
can
can
be
write
anywhere.
that on your Insta bio.
Thoughts. Janice thoughts. Okay, but that's what I feel, like technology is one thing, but art is able to be anywhere. Art is present on the architecture, art is present on your daily, on your
Mhm.
image, because your body is a performance. You can be in, you can do art in any way. The technology is just the place you can hacker to do one more art, like this is one more place I do art.
Mhm.
That's what I want to say. It's just one more place, but not the only one.
Okay.
And that is my totally opinion, and that is something sometimes I fear. If we lost the
Control.
value of the art because of the internet, because internet uh, is a carefully territory.
Okay. Okay. But you use a lot of NFTs. Is it something that you would recommend to someone develop his
course.
art?
I'm a really NFT enthusiast.
Okay.
I like
me
so
more.
much how the things going on there, especially because I have the opportunity to meet artists who buy
Okay.
art,
Okay.
and there's her.
Okay.
And the NFT is open
Could you
people's minds.
just remind for the persons who maybe don't know what NFT is?
Okay, NFT.
Or is or
Let's go to explain. NFT is a non-fungible token where you can sell anything because it's a kind of contract, a terms of what you put on internet. And the place where this magic happens is the Web 3.0, and people use it to have the access to the Web 2.0. So it's like the NFT is what is coming up, is the through the future of the internet. I don't like to say that because it's so, simple. Wow, it's the future of the internet, but it's the truth because
it's a kind of protection for your art.
not just for the art, but to the internet in general, because the NFT is the place where the image and the video and the music is walking on by. That's what I'm saying. Like you have your Instagram today, you open your Instagram and you just, when you like something, when you love the art of the person, you just click on like. At NFT, instead of just click on like, you give money to the person.
Okay.
So
it's
why not?
it's a nice way for artists to make.
It's really nice. I recommend because the first thing I thought about to recommend is this opportunity of meet people anywhere. Like I have one collector in China that is so special.
From Brazil to China to France.
I never been there, but my art is there,
And
and it's not my physical art.
are there some kind of works that specially attracts people on NFT?
Yeah, of course there is. 3D is the magic of NFT.
Okay.
Because it's kind of obviously, if you do a 3D, what you do a digital art, and the NFT is the place to display your digital art. So I guess this was the first attractive, but then later many people started to do other mediums of art. This guy of China who has 3 of my art piece, one of the expensive piece he bought from me was just my signature.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
So you can do anything, but there are stuffs who really catch attention, for sure. That's why I'm studying and learning about 3D, because there is my big dream to do animation with her. So
Okay. And so you do a 3D school? A 3D
a
school?
3D school? Not really.
Did you make some studies about art?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
What?
made scenography
Okay.
in
Brazil?
Brazil,
Okay.
and yeah, scenography.
Okay. And as we say a bit earlier, you like to mix human body, like mostly hair, and new technologies. Would you like to have some kind of cyberpunk universe prosthesis? Do you like that kind of works
course.
or not? Okay. Like
That was
body
my
improvement.
past. That was my past,
Because we are going to talk about your exhibition that you're doing here in the MIE. The how to say it? The print of the exhibition, the show. It's an air made of I don't know exactly what it is, but it's like machine and maybe shells. I don't
Looks
know.
like a tattoo.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
machine. Do you like that?
I love this stuff, actually. And that's so beautiful, to my people. That's how we want to be, how we want to perform, like an
Okay.
art piece.
Okay.
Body as a performance.
So you mixed performance and artist. It's kind of link between.
Yeah, that's what I research. I like to make people feel as an art piece,
Okay.
because that was one of lessons I got and I had on my religion in Brazil.
What's
We
your religion?
Candomblé.
Okay.
We worship us. We
Okay.
worship our head. So we don't worship God.
Okay.
We don't pray to Lord. We pray to me at first, and then to my Orisha. But Orisha is not God.
Ah, it's a syncretism. No.
Yeah, we
Okay.
have the syncretism, but this religion comes from Nigeria
Okay.
and also Angola.
Because I thought Orisha were a minor kind of gods. Maybe it's not the good words, but kind of
Yeah.
entity in some
Divinity, I like to say.
divinity. Okay, African religions.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's a religion really close of voodoo.
Okay. Yes.
But we have orishas,
Yes.
and the one I'm following now is the Yoruba one
Okay.
from Nigeria.
It's the higher divinity. No, not at all.
Sorry?
It's a kind of Orisha.
Yeah, we have many orishas, not just one. That's why it's not a
Okay.
god. It's totally different. To
Yes.
us, the orisha is connected by the nature
Okay.
and people. Each
Okay.
people is one orisha to us, but not like this.
Okay.
But like this.
Okay.
Explain really.
Okay.
Is it? Trying
And
to explain.
you speak about nature, and it's a thematic which is very present in your art.
Yeah.
How did you connect? Is there many nature in Brazil, and how did you connect to it? How do you connect to it?
It's crazy because I don't use it to really make people feel inside of the nature.
Okay.
That's definitely what I don't do.
Okay.
But as we have the hair to us is connected between the way of life and death, and this is totally connected by the nature, because we are the result from the nature.
Okay.
So at least it's connected, but it's not. I have some elements like sand, I like to have everything around the nature. If I do photos, I have the nature. If I do videos, I have canvas of the nature. But that's not what I'm really talking about.
Okay.
But I connected for sure.
You're more interested by humanity than
Yeah, researching body and
okay.
how this body can be around the places and the stuff.
And maybe about again about new technologies. There is always a risk that big companies use it badly.
Yeah.
Like we saw Mark Zuckerberg, who did a kind of metaverse totally not interesting and just a big
Yeah.
commercial market open
Mhm.
open to everyone. What's your conception about that? What you're feeling about it? And how did you fight that kind of
Not really.
misuse about?
My thought is simple. C'est la vie, you know. The market and the capitalism is here to do the stuff. I don't mind if they don't bother me.
Okay,
Just stay far. Don't invite me to be with.
okay.
If they invite, I'm gonna say maybe yes, because I don't know. I need to read their agreements before. I really I'm not just saying about these specific stuff from Facebook, but of course many people are always hiring. You know, maybe I can put my stuff here and let's see what's gonna happen. But it's just because they have the money to do that, and not because they have the vision.
Okay.
So that's happened. They could invest money on art because artists have a vision.
Okay.
You know?
So
But they don't want it.
it's the difference between artist and commercial.
Of course, there is.
Okay.
We are
Okay.
we are enemy.
But you can work
Period.
together somehow. Okay. And what's it's interesting about your process is that you won a prize in 2021,
Yeah.
Days Prize. Was it a big accomplishment for you? And how did it help you as an artist? Can you
That
describe me
changed my career.
what's Days Prize
Yeah.
actually?
I've won a contest from Deters magazine. It's called Deters 100. It's a prize where they use it to choose one artist to represent their year like this. And I was selected by the public as the artist of the year. And that was really important to me. First, because I was chosen by the public. I received popular votes. People liked my work. And
You can watch me.
and mostly of those people, they were from favela, you know. So that was such important to me because I connected me with people I didn't know before, and those people also was not just my people. I also
Okay.
was introduced to the world because it's a huge magazine. They talk about me for a while and posted my work and on their medias, and that changed my life. And they also gave me some money. And I invested the money on my art, and I used the money to do a film.
Okay.
So that was life changing.
Okay. So you would encourage young artists to make a contest and things like this?
Of course, it's what artists need to do.
Okay.
You know, digital and contests.
Okay.
Better sometimes than work on ID, because what we use it to do is give our work to propaganda, because it's the way to make money easy. You know, like there are many ways to have money on the ID market, but sometimes it's so stressful and they don't give the properly value to the artists. So I think the best way to do money is contest and some editals and prize and this stuff.
Okay. And Are there some moments where you lost totally motivation? And if there are, how do you outpass it? And
Every day I lost my motivation.
okay.
It's crazy because we need money, you know, we need to receive a good amount of money. If we don't receive it, we don't have a force, we don't have motivation to do. And what I basically do is do more art.
Okay.
It's like I'm so unsatisfied with my life, with my career. Okay, I'm gonna learn more to
Okay.
be.
So it's a positive circle finally.
Yeah, because you know the price of the art. It's also the result of your effort.
Yes, blood and
You know how you
blood and
really,
tears.
really contextualize that. I can't say this wall is art. I can't say that. If I really explain that well, you know, if I convince you it's art, but there is a effort also.
Okay.
So I can't stop. I need to always improve. Even when I'm sad, I stay, of course, 1, 2 days, but then I come back with more power, thinking, okay, it's time to improve myself.
Okay. And is it a mentality that we often find in Brazilians?
The mentality, the opinion?
The mentality that maybe it's not mentality is a good word,
Yeah.
but the way you see things. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
trying to get by myself better. Is it
all
something
Brazilians.
that yes?
Not all Brazilians, I don't
No?
know. But I
No,
guess.
not all Brazilians, but is it
Yeah.
cultural things
No.
or your family?
Actually, Brazilians has a phrase I really like. It
Okay.
is Brazilians never given up. Brazilians never given up.
Nope.
Given up.
Giving up. Okay.
You
Sorry.
know,
Okay.
Brazilians
Right.
never given up.
Okay.
That's what you say. It's
Okay.
like the popular phrase.
Okay.
So we are raised to keep trying, you know, because we know how hard it is. But also my religion give me so much calm and patience to
Okay.
take my time, you know, to not getting nervous. Like a week ago, I was very nervous because I'm going to open an exhibition in Paris. That's such important to me. And I was very nervous. And I just talking with my Orisha, and I said, I was so nervous. I said, Orisha, I'm gonna die of nervous. And it's so strong.
Okay.
It's so strong and it's beautiful because after that, I went to my bed, I slept, I wake better. I wasn't
Everything
feeling
is-
nothing anymore.
Okay.
So
It's a big relief.
it is.
Okay. And we spoke already about your exhibition. Can you tell more about this exhibition
Okay, I'm going.
and why it's so important to you and making so nervous?
Oh, it is important to me because it's my first opportunity to do that by myself, like
Okay.
alone, having some investment to do that, to buy the art pieces I really wanna, you know, because I made some exhibitions before. I also use it to do NFT exhibition a lot. And that is super nice because I just send my art to my collector, and then my collector is displaying my art in LA, in London. So, but it's different, you know. It's not me doing that. So at first, it's important because of that. And at this opportunity, I'm gonna display the this result of the research, you know. And actually, I started to research. To really do that actually when I won the prize from DayZ. After they gave me the money, I bought my first laptop, and it's
Okay.
crazy at 27 years old.
Yes, your first laptop at
I bought my
27?
first laptop.
Okay. Because before you
I haven't.
money? Okay.
And I was like, I had ideas, I had dreams, but I didn't know. I just have my mobile. And actually, I accessed DayZ from my mobile. I was
Okay.
doing my art from my mobile, post on internet.
Okay.
They like it, and the first thing I made, I'm gonna buy this. And from my laptop, I I could learn more from 3D and those stuffs. And I shoot this movie 4 days, what I really like. But that was the first. And now I'm gonna do the second. So I feel
Okay.
like, okay, I learn, I'm growing,
Mhm.
you know. I feel more easy. That's why it's so important to me. I feel I'm growing as an artist. I'm creating my narrative. I'm creating my own identity, and doing that in Paris. Oh my God, it's Paris.
Okay.
Paris, mon amour. It's amazing.
Okay. And what is funny is that you are doing it in the MIE, where I broadcast every
Yeah.
of my episodes, and that's why we connected actually
Yeah, true.
through Annecy. Annecy, yes.
Yeah, true.
Yes. So thanks to Annecy to connect us and to have this great
Hans
discussion.
is the guy who's producing my
Yes.
exhibition.
Yes. Thanks for the explanation. And it's something important actually. How did you give yourself to your network? How did you connected to Annecy, for example?
We met from internet.
Yeah. Okay.
We met each other on internet,
Okay.
and I decided come to France to work with him
Okay.
a year ago.
Okay. And you never came to France before?
I actually came 1 month before come.
Okay.
I came in January last year, the first time,
Mhm.
and then I go back to Brazil. I went back to Brazil, and he tested me. We met like the virtual
Mhm.
meeting, and I came, and here I am.
Okay. Here you are.
Yeah,
And you are doing a super nice exhibition.
true.
And your exhibition is about IA
Yeah, also, but about hair.
mainly, no? Yeah.
Not really.
The
Actually, the
hair
AI.
make by using
Yeah.
partly
No,
IA, no?
actually, the
Okay.
AI.
AI, yes. In French, it's the reverse.
It's the same in Portuguese.
Okay,
Yeah,
same team.
yeah. But in English is AI.
AI.
And the AI is included as the scenography, but not. It is all the place. It's a kind of an art piece. It's an installation, you know.
Mhm.
But the video is not made with AI. The video is a physical video, but I'm including that for sure. There's something I love to do, and
Mhm.
I'm 1 year studying and learning more about AI, and I'm now doing a course about that, about data and that stuff.
Okay. And so what you said is that the art is not one piece, one piece. It's the globality of your exhibition.
It is.
Okay.
It's an installation. It's like
Okay.
an immersive art experience.
Okay.
That's what I like
It's
to say.
important for you to have this kind of experience.
Yeah, yeah. Because if I don't do all this, people will not understand. So I need to create an environment.
Okay. And to bring some EV Sands bags.
You know, I need. Thank you so much.
105 kilos of
Thank you so
of
much.
sands.
I'm shy.
No. Don't worry. It was a pleasure and it was a really good trip.
Thank you so much. I appreciate.